Okay.
Well, hello everybody.
Hello.
This is Paul and Alexis Tidwell, and we would like to welcome everybody to this One Vision training call this afternoon. I'm really excited to be here today, as well as Alexis. I think I can speak for herself. We've been anticipating this, and we're really looking forward to this call. I'd like to welcome everybody, and I want to give a big shout out to all the great leaders in this company, just for all the tremendous help and support that you have shown Alexis and myself over the past few months. Alexis and I are new to One Vision. We've been on board for about 3 months now, since March. However, with that being said, we are not new to the wellness industry. We have over a combined 50 years in the wellness industry as professionals. And I won't get into our background right now. We'll save that for another point in time. But one thing I do want to make note, we hear a lot about weight loss with this company and these fabulous products that we have, but I want to point out that we're a wellness company. And I've spent some time discussing this with the leaders and also with Bruce. And as a wellness company, our focus is on core health, and the weight loss is a very nice side effect of that, and is very important. We'll get into some of that a little bit later in this call. But we understand that everybody on this call is on their own personal wellness journey. It's not important where you're at on this journey. What's really important and what you need to take note of is that you're on this journey. And we're all at various points and stages in our lives. The fact that you're on this phone call today means that you're on your own wellness journey. And that is just really exciting. We've been exposed to a lot of companies over the years. And Alexis and I feel right at home here. We know that we are in the right place. And anyways, with that being said, let's talk today a little bit about our new superstar product. It's called Balance Prebiotic. And like Amazon Power Blend, the Balance Prebiotic is in a class of products called functional foods. And what is a functional food? Well, a functional food is where the whole outweighs the sum of its parts. Like the Amazon Power Blend, the ingredients that are in the Balance Prebiotic give it a lot of synergy and have a very synergistic and a positive effect in the body. And we're going to go over that. We're going to go over that right now. The other thing that I do want to point out is the price point of this product. As this product was being launched, previous to that, I was talking to Bruce a little bit, and Bruce gave me an assignment. And he just said, Paul, with your experience in the general marketplace in the health and wellness industry, with your and Alexis's experience, what are some of the best products that are out there, and what are the price points of these products? And when Bruce came back to Alexis and I and told us what the price of this product was going to be, I was flabbergasted. So there's two main products in the industry. I'm not going to mention them by name, but they're probiotics. They're not a prebiotic, and those products are right around $45 to $50. Even if you were to purchase those on Amazon, which you can, our products are not purchased on Amazon or eBay, thank heavens. But and that's without taking a prebiotic with them. So if you were to combine both of those and try to come up or mimic a formula similar to the one that One Vision has created, you would pay somewhere in the neighborhood of $75 to $100. And you know what? We have spent that much money on prebiotics over the years, every month. And so I just want to give a shout out to Bruce Davies, his executive team, those folks at the R&D people at One Vision, and for coming out with just a rock star product. There is literally nothing like this in the industry, in the mainstream industry, let alone in the direct selling industry. And we really need to tip our hats and be grateful to Bruce and the executive team, the R&D team, for coming out with such a wonderful product. And with that being said, let's get started here. Alexis, why are pre and probiotics so important for us to think about, and why are they important for us to use? What do they do in the body? And you just give us a little bit of information on that.
Okay, before I get into the meat of this product, I just want to say a little disclaimer that these products are not meant to cure, diagnose, or prevent disease. And with that being said, I am no stranger to probiotics or prebiotics. I've taken them for years. And with this product, I noticed something really different right off the bat. I noticed that my tummy was flatter, my digestion was better, so much better than any of the other products I've taken throughout my life. I noticed that this one was really, really different. My digestion, my elimination was better. And the reason why these products are so important, I'm going to discuss 4 main reasons why they're important. And I'm using notes here, so that's why I'm looking down a little bit. But the first reason, which I think is super important and many people don't even consider, is that 95% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. And if you guys understand what serotonin is, it's basically the feel-good hormone. And if you have enough serotonin, then you're not going to get depressed. People that don't have enough serotonin experience depression, low feelings, bad moods, things like that. Only 5% of the serotonin is produced in the blood platelets and the central nervous system. And you can see why taking this product with your gut is happy, it will make you happy too. Now your gut or the gastrointestinal system is what we're talking about here. And prebiotics, the second thing I want to talk about is the prebiotics help immensely with digestion. And they actually, when you take pre and probiotics, they actually create something called lactase and protease in your digestive system. Now, protease is going to digest your proteins, extremely important, and lactase is going to digest lactose or milk. A lot of people are running around eating different foods thinking that they have allergies and sensitivities, and in reality, if they got the balance in their gut right, they might not have the sensitivities to a lot of these foods. And we thought we turned that ringer off. Obviously we didn't. So the other thing pre and probiotics can help with is elimination. And elimination, if you're doing proper elimination, that's going to lead to healthy weight loss. The third thing I want to talk about is how pre and probiotics can boost your immune system. Our guts, our gastrointestinal system has millions of microorganisms in there. And when your microorganisms are flourishing, you're going to have a very strong immune system, you're going to have healthy serotonin levels, and your digestion is going to be good. If for some reason these microorganisms aren't plentiful enough, then you can have yeast and unhealthy bacteria. When you have yeast and unhealthy bacteria, it can lead to inflammation in the gut, and it can lead to some serious complications. And that's the fourth thing I want to talk about, is when you don't have the pre and probiotics and you don't have enough of these microorganisms in your gut, you are going to have problems such as leaky gut syndrome, inflammation, oxidative stress, and as I discussed earlier, very low serotonin levels. Now, the good news is you can change this within as little as 24 hours. After about 24 hours of taking this product, I was feeling much better. And I am somebody that has been on probiotics. I felt like my digestion was better. I was super impressed with just how well this product was working for me. And my tummy was flatter. It was amazing. And like I said, it only takes as little as 24 hours for most people to feel a difference. But the big thing is, you guys, you've got to change your diet as well. You can't just take this and not change your diet. If you are taking antibiotics, if you're drinking chlorinated water, if you are eating sugar, if you're drinking alcohol, if you are even eating too many grains and not getting enough fiber, all of these things can lead to unhealthy bacteria in the gut. So it's super important to resupply that gut with the pre and probiotics. And I think Paul is now going to talk about the very specific ingredients and the Balance Prebiotic Drink.
Thank you, Alexis, very much. And it's, it makes me happy when Alexis's tummy's happy. She is very, very critical and that is an understatement of the products that we use in our family. In the beginning was really putting this product through the ringer, and Bruce can attest to that. She had a ton of questions and really some questions that I couldn't answer for her. I circled back with Bruce and the R&D folks, and you know, by using this product, and I've noticed a huge difference as well. I never use the probiotics every day like Alexis has over the past couple of decades, but I use them periodically off and on. But I've been using this product every single day, and it's part of my quest to get my weight under control and down to the point where I feel really healthy and good about myself. And I just absolutely love this product. One thing that I want to point out, I was doing some research, and you guys, I am completely flabbergasted when I discovered that 74% of all Americans suffer from some sort of digestive issues. And it's no wonder that the products like Tums and some of the other products that are out there that try to address or mask the symptoms of digestive issues are so popular. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and thankfully, because of the mass market, more people are aware of the benefits of probiotics. You can find stuff at your local grocery store, Walmart's, things like that now. But I'm telling you what, I work with those companies on a professional level, and the products that you find there are very inexpensive for a reason. And we're gonna cover some of that as well as I get moving along here. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, really the meat and potatoes of this product, and the real work engines behind this product, I want to talk a little bit about the littler engines that really make Balance kick. And the first thing is electrolytes. There's sodium, potassium, and phosphorus. Phosphorus is also phosphate that are added to this formula. And those help with hydration, which is really important. You ought to be drinking a lot of water. If you're not, you should be drinking at least half an ounce per pound of body weight every day. So I just want to throw that little caveat in there. But electrolytes are very, very important. They're also important for digestion. So to add those to a formula like this is very unique. I am familiar with other products where they have not done this. I think it was ingenious to add that. Also, they combine 4 grams of inulin with our superfruits, with the acai, and the camu camu and the kupuasu, and we all know about those. We'll have future trainings on that. We'll get into a little bit more depth how special those 3 ingredients are. But those are added to this formula, which also sets it apart, makes it unique from anything else. And it's to no surprise that our R&D people did that. Also, we've added 30 milligrams of green tea extract to this. And green tea is a powerful antioxidant, and it's used in a lot of weight loss formulas. But I'm going to let Alexis just talk a little bit more about green tea and why that is added to this particular formula.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of research last night. I've known about green tea for a long time, and I've known about it being in weight loss products, like Paul said. But I didn't really understand why it was in this formula. But I was on PubMed last night and learned that the green tea is actually added because it helps the survival of the probiotics throughout your digestive system. So that's why they added it, so that those little probiotics can stay alive and help you. They actually pass, they don't get digested in your small intestine, and then they actually get to the large intestine and flourish. And I also read another really cool article that's kind of like, when we take the probiotics, they're like seeds, and we swallow the seeds, and the prebiotics are like the what am I trying to say? Like
they are the food source for the probiotics.
Yeah. So when you're talking about seeds, they're like I lost the word, but they help those seeds grow. So helps a lot with the digestion.
Okay, so moving on. Inulin is a water-soluble fiber. It's a natural occurring oligosaccharide, or a sugar, basically. And unlike most carbohydrates, inulin is not digestible. So this allows it to pass through the small intestine, through the gut, and into through the small intestine into the large intestine, where it actually ferments. And as it ferments through this process, inulin becomes healthy intestinal microflora, and that's called bifidobacterium. And I won't spend a lot of time on that, but that's really, really neat. It also provides, because it is a saccharide, it is a food source for the 2 probiotics that are in this formula, and I do want to talk about those. So really, as I'd alluded to earlier, the real work engines in this formula are the inulin and the 2 types of microflora. The first being Bacillus subtilis. There's 2 million coliform forming units in our particular formula. That is a really neat probiotic, because it's an endospore forming bacteria, and what that means is basically that it allows it to withstand extreme temperatures. So this product can sit in your pantry, it can sit out on the shelf. It's very hardy in dry environments like Arizona here, and once it's activated, it produces enzymes in the body, or in the gut, in the GI system, which further breaks down food particles. So that's very, very important, and it's interesting to note that during the turn of the 20th century, the late 19th century, 20th century, this microorganism's been around for a long time. It was actually used as a broad spectrum antibiotic. Now, it was used as a broad spectrum antibiotic, and then as companies like Pfizer and Eli Lilly and Bayer came into play and started developing antibiotics, they stopped using these in favor of those antibiotics, which are they're great, but they can be problematic in that they actually destroy everything in the gut. They destroy the healthy flora, and as well as the bad bugs as well. And the second microorganism that's in this is called Bacillus coagulans. This is also a very hardy microorganism, and it replicates at an extremely fast pace. About every 20 minutes, those cells divide and are replicated. So it actually will lie dormant in the package, in the stick pack, until it hits the gut and it's activated. But it does resist the stomach acid, and then once it's in the intestines, it starts to replicate. Does that very, very quickly. The Balance Probiotic actually has 1 million coliform forming units. After 20 million, that becomes, or 20 minutes, it becomes 2 billion, and so on and so forth. I do want to hit on the sweeteners that are in this. Xylitol, our particular xylitol is USP certified. It's tooth friendly. Xylitol is actually used in a lot of other products in mainstream because of its antimicrobial properties. And stevia, I was very, very excited and happy to hear that our R&D people decided to use stevia as a sweetener. It is definitely mainstream now. You can find it in your local grocery stores, and it's an awesome product. And so that's kind of an overview. In future programs, we'll take and break this down probably into a 2-part segment on the Balance Prebiotic. We could spend an hour getting into a little bit more, some of the science behind this product, and we could break these ingredients down a little bit more, and certainly talk about gastrointestinal health, and some of the issues that we're faced as Americans with leaky gut, irritable bowel syndrome, celiac. There's just, the list goes on and on and on. And the fact that 74% of Americans suffer at one level or another from those type of issues are very alarming. Just want to point out a few other products while we're here. I love these 3. This is the Ignite. Main ingredient in Ignite is octadrene. This raises core temperature. I call these my metabolic spark plugs. These are really, really awesome. It's like taking a jet airplane to get from New York to LA instead of a single prop. As far as weight loss is concerned, these will help you get from point A to point B much faster. The Revive Core product, this product is more on mental focus, a little bit less on the fat burners. The Revive Hardcore focuses more on on the fat burning ingredients, which we won't get into, and a little less on the focus, but I love both of them. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from the people that we're involved with that really love these products. I don't really need to say a whole lot right now about the Amazon Power Blend. This is a superstar along with the Balance. Now I don't have the new packaging yet. I should be receiving that today. I was loaded up on some of these samples. Compliments of Bruce. Bruce, I appreciate that. I still have a little bit in here that will last me until our next shipment gets here. And the fact that it's in stick packs is ingenious. We appreciate that. And then the Amavita. I'll let Alexis talk a little bit about this. I love the moisturizer here in the Sonoran heat. It's wonderful for my face. My face absolutely loves this stuff, and Alexis uses these products as well.
I have really sensitive skin, so I have to be careful what I use. This smells really good. Makes my skin soft. I love the anti-aging serum, and then the moisturizer. So I use this one first. Then I use the serum around my eyes and, like fine lines, and then I cover the whole thing up with the moisturizer, and I absolutely love these products. I haven't had any problems with them. They have 3 of the super antioxidants that are the same antioxidants that are in the Balance and the Amazon Power Blend. And antioxidants, as I'm sure you know, are super, super important for your skin, especially as you get older. There's a lot out there on vitamin C and how it's an antioxidant. You need to use it on your skin. Well, these super fruits have way more value on the ORAC scale than even vitamin C. And even though I still take my vitamin C, these are really, really, really important. So I would encourage you to try them for sure. I just want to say real quick about the Balance. It only has less than 1 gram of sugar, and I think it has 6 grams of fibers, or 4 grams of fiber, 6 grams of carbohydrates. All those carbohydrates are coming from the fiber, so virtually no sugar in this.
We love it. If you're not using it, it's very affordable. You ought to be using this product. These 2 products in combination should be part of everybody's wellness journey. They're only found one vision. We love these products. Everyone here on this call, I know you love them too. We'll stop talking about that. Thank you so much, you guys, for being on this call today. I wish we had more time, and we look forward to being on future calls and getting into a little bit more depth, not only with the Balance Prebiotic, but with our other fabulous products as well.
We're so honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Make it a successful day, and we'll see you back on here again next time. Thank you.